What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Homegrown Career Mode. This is episode number 41, and we're starting today's episode with some player training and also seeing our final 4 fixtures of May. And look at the games we've got here. Manchester City away in Europa League semi-final second leg first, then Everton away at Goodison Park, then Liverpool at home at St Mary's as well, and our final Premier League game, Aston Villa away at Villa Park. So 2 of our final 3 games in the Premier League are against 2 of the 4 sides right now that still have a shot of winning the title, including the league leaders Liverpool at home. I mean, seriously, man, what an end of season run we've got, and it starts today with a big one. The second leg of the Europa League semi-final as we take on Manchester City away at the Etihad Stadium. So heading into this game here in Manchester on the back of the 1-1 draw in the first leg at St Mary's, coming into the game knowing that like against Arsenal in the round of 16, we would have to score in this game, otherwise we were out. City could go through a clean sheet, we had to find a back in net at least once, and our first chance fell just 7 minutes in. Sam Gallagher released the player of the season, Gareth Bale, who got round his man and went for goal, but Ederson made a fantastic save and turned it behind for a corner. So great intentions early, looking for that first goal, but a great stop kept it at 1-0. But it was all Southampton in the first 50 minutes, and it needed to be, as we needed a goal, and we got one 30 minutes in, and guess who got it? Well, of course, it was going to be Gareth Bale. Denied just a few minutes ago, Ederson with the save, wasn't going to be denied again. Now, I've got to say, I really like this goal as well, because I tried to control it inside the area of Bale on the chest. He did the first part right, but then some City defender stuck his leg out and managed to get the ball away. I think it might be John Stones, but as Bale controlled it with a fake shot, took it around 2 shirts and went for goal. There was 4 Manchester City shirts right next to him, about a yard away, yet he still found the space to pull the trigger with that left boot and find the back of net. We need to score tonight, and we got it early. City 0, Southampton 1, but unfortunately, our lead lasted no longer than 6 minutes, because in the 19th minute, Leroy Sané went to cross into the centre, and Gabriel Jesus, the Brazilian, made it 1-1 and put City back on level terms. He always scores against me, man, when I'm playing Manchester City. Great cross by Sané into the centre, and Jesus with a wonderful header. Got to say, question marks over Cook's marking, no doubt about that, to let Jesus get way in front of him there. And Cook as well is 6'3". Should be doing a lot better. Didn't even get off the ground. Great header by Jesus though into the top corner, and no chance for Angus Gunn as City are back on level terms. So 1-1 heading to the second half. And to be honest, despite a very good first half, there was very little to report in the second half until the 77th minute. We were going for that second goal, which of course would surely send us through due to the away goal ruling. Ethan Collins was played for, but Ederson once again made a really good save to keep City tied at 1-1. And from the resulting corner, this was crazy. We whipped the ball into the centre with James Ward-Prowse. The captain floated into the near post. Cook wins the header, but it's cleared off the line not once but twice by Jesus first, and then eventually City scrambled it away. So 1-1 the final score after 90 minutes, which meant that we would go into extra time as both teams had scored 1 away goal each in a 2-2 aggregate score. Being extra time period, very little going on. Both teams absolutely exhausted in extra time. We had one final chance with 10 minutes to go in the extra time period, and Sam Gallagher, who was played through by Andrew Sermon off the bench. I mean, seriously, man, this guy has been clutch to close out the season. Of course, he scored in the first leg a week ago to put us back on level terms, and now he scored the goal that will send us into the Europa League final. His 3rd goal in Europe this season. His other one came in the last round against Fiorentina away in Italy. I've discussed Gallagher a few times. I said in the first season, we want this guy to be a bit of a wild card striker. Doesn't score that many goals for us, but gets the occasional one here and there that could be really important. That's exactly what he's done. He's been the perfect backup striker for us. Exactly what we wanted in this Southampton team. So 2-1 to the Saints. Jesus then hit the post just a few minutes later, but thankfully survived late onslaught, and that was it. Final score, Manchester City 1, Southampton 2. And we get the job done at the Etihad Stadium to make it through to the Europa League final. Absolutely buzzing. It's what the board wanted us to do. I got to say, I thought it was going to be a really, really tough ask, and it certainly was. The route to the final was not an easy one, taking on Manchester City in the semis, Fiorentina in the quarters, Arsenal in around the 16, and Lyon in around the 32. But we've done superbly well to make it through to the Europa League final, where, as you'll see, it will be an all-English affair as Chelsea beat Roma by 2-1. The 1-0 scoreline in the second leg away in Italy means it is indeed an all-English affair. So really excited for that. Chelsea versus Southampton in the Europa League final. Of course, don't forget, Chelsea won it back in, was it 2013? I think it was. So Chelsea versus Southampton in the final. They've won it before. We've never been to the European final before, the Europa League final. So let's see if we can do it in our first season in Europe. But following the game on the Monday night, it was now time to return back to Premier League matters as we would take on Everton away at Goodison Park, where right now, as you can see, both sides separated by goal difference with just 3 games to go in the Premier League. Just a few points separated first to fourth in the Premier League table right now, and Everton do have a game in hand on us as well. So it's so tight in the race of the Premier League, like it has been pretty much throughout the entire season. No one team has got away throughout the entire campaign, so it's only fitting with just 3 games to go. It could still be won by any of the top 4 right now. It's been crazy, but taking on Everton, we're rotating our side once again for this game due to fitness reasons. So many games coming towards the end of the season, and our team needs to be fully fit and fresh for the game. The last time we faced Everton was in the FA Cup 4th round, FA Cup 5th round, and we were beaten by the Toffees 3-0 here at Goodison Park, where Memphis Depay tore us apart. And 21 minutes in, I thought it scored against us once again, but thankfully this time the flag saved us by the liner, calling it right as Depay played straight a fraction offside as he ran past Cook and smashed it home. So thankfully still 0-0, goal didn't count, and rightfully so. And from that we passed out from the back with our free kick awarded. Gareth Bale found Harrison Reed starting this game, and remember the last time we gave Reed a start, he had a fantastic performance for us and scored our first goal in our 3-0 win against Burnley. And 24 minutes in, he gets the assist for our first goal here, where Theo Walcott, what a brilliant second half of the campaign he's having, gets his 7th goal of the Premier League season against his former team. Shows the respect with the celebration, but it was hard not to go crazy and jump into the stands when it went 1-0 up here. Massive game towards the end of the season, our penultimate away game of the Premier League campaign, and Theo Walcott rifles one home to make it 1-0. And in a half of very few chances, where Everton had 58% possession, that was the only attempt in the entire game so far, and thankfully Walcott gets composure to make it 1-0. So leading by a goal into the break, and in the second half, just past the hour mark, how about this? We had our first injury of the game in a season, I should say in a game in the season. I rarely see injuries on the pitch in this year's career mode. It seems like injuries only occur in training nowadays, but Lloyd Isgrove went down, and as you'll see come the end of the game, he dislocated his shoulder, and he's going to be out for the remainder of the season. So thankfully not a first team player, but still never nice to see an injury. And the 68th minute had a great chance to sew the game up and make it 2-0. Gareth Bale, the player of the season, going for goal from the free kick, but sadly I still have only scored 1 free kick so far in FIFA 19. That came on my club and country save with Bradford. Jameson the 4th, Bale denied by a brilliant save by Jordan Pickford, but thankfully it did not matter. That was how the game would finish. Final score, Everton 0, Southampton 1. Another clean sheet notched up in the Premier League. Cedric is definitely going to win the Golden Glove, but you look at the stats here, Everton needed to win this game, really. They couldn't even manage a shot in the entire match, and I've mentioned it so many times, but really, EA needs to do something about the passiveness of the AI sometimes, man. It's really annoying. But for our third and final game of today's episode, taking a look at the league table, as you can see after that win, we've jumped up to 2nd place, and we are just 1 point behind the league leaders Liverpool. And who do we face in the third and final game? The league leaders Liverpool. Coming to take us on here at St Mary's right now, as you can see, they've got the game in hand. They're 4 points clear of Everton in 4th place. It's going to be won the title by one of these 4 teams. But heading into the game, knowing that we were a point behind and Liverpool had the game in hand after the game as well, we knew we had to win this game. A draw would not cut it, because it will mean they'll still be a point clear, and if they win their game in hand in midweek, they'd go 4 points clear, and that would mean we'd have no chance of the title come the final day. So we had to win this game. We knew heading into the final few fixtures, we had to win every single game. We've been perfect so far, and we can't slow down now. So taking on Jurgen Klopp's Reds here at St Mary's, our final home game of the season, obviously with the intention of getting those 3 points and going top of the table come the end of 90 minutes and giving the fans something to cheer about heading to the final day against Aston Villa, and then of course the Europa League final against Chelsea as well. The first chance fell to us 14 minutes in, it fell to Theo Walcott as well. Great work by Jeremy Martin, but sadly Theo couldn't keep his volley down as he blazed it into the stands and behind for a goal kick. But in the 28th minute, how about this? Liverpool had a great chance to go in front. I rushed out with Cedric as he had a foot race with Sadio Mane. Mane beat him to the ball. He dinked it in towards the 6-yard area, and on the line, Luke Shaw heads it away and bails Cedric and ourselves out as it was still 0-0 heading to half time. So not that many chances in the first half, but a couple of good ones for both teams as we were still tied. But in the second half, Cedric made a great save to the nice Salah as we were still tied at 0-0, 8 minutes after the restart. But Liverpool weren't settling for the draw in this game. They wanted to win it. They wanted to go 4 points clear and have the game in hand and surely be firm favourites to win the title. And with 25 minutes to go, Naby Keita, the former RB Leipzig midfielder, makes it 1-0 and scores surely his most important goal in a Liverpool shirt. I've got to say, question marks for Cedric's goalkeeping there as well. The shot was really slow paced. It was right in the corner, to be fair, but either way, I thought Cedric could have got down quicker there. Didn't do so as the shot nestles into the bottom corner and Liverpool take the lead at St Mary's. And with 25 minutes to go, it was looking like it was all over, and any chance of us winning the title was going to end in the penultimate game of the season. But a few minutes later, we rallied. We tried to get ourselves back on level terms. James Ward-Prowse found Ethan Collins, who rolled it through to Adam Lallana, took a touch, got it out of his feet, and oh yes, Adam Lallana against his former team scored an absolute belter from range. range. It's his second goal from outside the area this season. Both his goals have come from range, and of course his second goal in about 3 or 4 weeks as well. He's had a really good end to the season, Lallana, and that is an absolute cracker. Collins lays it off, he takes one touch, and through a crowd of bodies, rips one into the top corner and gives Alisson absolutely no chance. The Brazilian at full stretch, but the ball curls from outside the post to end. That is a wonderful goal as Lallana puts us back on level terms. We knew the draw was going to be enough though. With 5 minutes to go, we still needed to find a winner, and as Lallana fed Gareth Bale, if we were going to get the 3 points, it was always going to be this man that would find them for us in the dying embers of the game. Lallana into Gareth Bale, takes a touch, gets it out of his feet, may not have scored at Goodison Park, but does score the game winner here with 3.5 minutes to go. Absolute scenes at St Mary's, limbs all around the ground as we make it 2-1 and come from behind in the final 20 minutes to go from a goal down to 2-1 up. Bale with the goal, he's going to win the Golden Boot, and is he going to win us the title as well? His 24th goal of the year gives us the victory. We turn the game on its head and win it at the death to go top of the Premier League table with 1 game to go. Liverpool still had that game midweek though, of course. If they win that game, they'll leapfrog us once again, but we've done all we can do. We've won our remaining fixtures to go top of the table, and to be honest, we didn't deserve to win this game. It should have been a draw. It was a really, really balanced affair. Neither side deserved to leave St Mary's with a loss, but I'm so glad we did find that game winner. And after Everton drew 2-2 away at Chelsea as well, that meant heading into the final 2 games, both Everton and Liverpool had games in hand on Wednesday night, where Everton will be away from home to take on Tottenham Hotspur in the capital, and Liverpool would also be in London to take on Crystal Palace away at Selhurst Park. We were topped by 2 points. Everton needed to win away against Spurs to still have a shot to win the title, and Liverpool had to beat Crystal Palace to go top. A draw wouldn't do it. They'd be 1 point behind. And as we advanced through the calendar, we got through to Wednesday. We went through to Thursday to find out, would we still be top of the league heading to the final day? Yes, we would. Everton beat Spurs away from home by a goal to nil, but Liverpool were held to a goalless draw away at Roy Hodgson's Crystal Palace. He's definitely getting a Christmas card from me, and that means that heading into the final day with 1 game to go, 3 teams can still be crowned champions. But if we win against Aston Villa away at Villa Park, that's it. We will be Premier League title winners, and there's nothing that Liverpool or Everton can do, as Liverpool have 68, Everton have 67, and of course we've got 69. On the final day, how about this for the fixtures? We're of course away at Villa Park, but the final games for Liverpool and Everton, they're facing each other. Away at Goodison Park, Liverpool will take on Everton, which means that one of these 3 teams will win the title come the final day. But who is it going to be? If we win, it'll be us. But that will end today's episode of the Homegrown Career Mode, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy today's episode, then please drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Homegrown Career Mode, the BPL final day, very soon.